back to Consumer Update. Amanda Sellers and Jenna Finkelstein are not only best friends, they're business partners, and they've formed the law offices of Powers, Sellers, and Finkelstein. Amanda, Jenna, thank you so much for coming to the show. I always love when attorneys come on because you give such valuable information, and you guys focus on an area that I've actually not covered on the show, which is criminal law.
Yes.
How long have you guys been practicing?
Between the two of us, almost 20 years.
Wow, wow. What is, I guess, how important is it to really have an attorney that specializes in criminal law?
Extremely important. Even prior to arrest, if you know you're under investigation, it's always good to have an attorney who can guide you through that. Even the most innocent conversations with law enforcement can land you in jail. So you know, we always recommend that you have someone guide you through that process.
And it can't be just, I mean, I hate to say this because everybody knows I'm an attorney, but it really needs to be somebody that specializes in criminal law.
And yeah, and I agree with that and what Amanda said. It's a very complex area of the law. So I think that it's helpful and beneficial and very necessary to have somebody who's been practicing, like Amanda and I have for a decade in that area, and focus on criminal law and know all the players. You know, there's a lot of judges and state attorneys and law enforcement, and to get to know, you know, all the players in the game. And
that's really important, and people don't think about it. It's like, you know, if you're going for, like, you know, a common like tort claim or whatever, you're talking money. Okay, so if you lose $1,000, you know, or whatever your claim is. When you're dealing with criminal issues, you go to jail.
Right, your freedom's on the line.
It's a completely different ball game, and so it's really, I don't say it's dangerous to go with an attorney that doesn't know, like, oh, I have my family attorney, you know, this is no big deal. Well, no big deal, I'm sure you guys see turn into big deals.
Yes, I mean, very easily.
How often do you get when people come in, they're like, oh, I just have this, and it's like, no, you don't just have this.
Pretty often, you know, and sometimes we get cases from other attorneys, and, you know, that attorney may not know enough about criminal law, and unfortunately, sometimes it can be a little late in the game. It's good to have someone who knows the area so that from day one, your case is being investigated correctly, and the state attorney doesn't know the other side. They don't know that human being. It's our job to show the state attorney who that person is.
Right. I guess, what is a typical client that comes in? I mean, do they come in and talk to you? I mean, how does that work? Like the initial, because people are scared. They don't know what to expect.
Absolutely, and I think it depends on what stage of the game. As Amanda was saying, there's times where people say, I got a card on my door, law enforcement wants to talk to me, or I might be a witness to something, or, you know, I don't know what this is about, or they might have an idea, and we get them in and start looking into it. We contact law enforcement and kind of get a better idea from them. Or it could be after their arrest and they call and say, I was arrested this weekend. Maybe they haven't been formally charged yet, but they come in and we start having that conversation of the many different things that could happen, because not only is your freedom at stake, but the outcome of a case, even if you do probation and don't go to jail, can affect you for the rest of your life, having a felony conviction or, you know, even some misdemeanors, just depending on what they are. So it has a lifelong impact, like you were saying. It's not just money.
Right.
It's impactful for the rest of your life, so it's very important to get involved as early as you possibly
like right at the beginning, because I can tell a lot of people probably go, especially if they're innocent, they go, well, I'm not guilty, so I'll just go talk to the police.
Right.
Bad idea.
Right.
I hate to say it, in the system, in the police's mind, is that you're guilty and they're going to prove it.
Or they'll say, oh, I'll just go to court by myself. I'll tell the judge what happened.
Yeah,
and
no.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, big time mistake. Now, another thing that's really important, especially when you're dealing with criminal cases, is trial experience.
Yes.
And you guys have a lot. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, we both worked for the public defender's office, and in that environment, we are constantly trying cases, and we tried most of our cases together. It's difficult to get that kind of experience if you're not working in that kind of environment, because you're just not processing the number of cases. So we did try a lot of cases. We tried everything from DUI to first-degree murder, and fortunately, that has allowed us to very easily transition into private practice with the experience that we needed.
When I think that's a big thing, and I think people don't realize it. Like a typical attorney, people come in, they'll do, 1 or 2 cases. You guys have a boatload of cases that you had, so the experience level is just tremendous.
Yes.
Versus a lot of, attorneys that are practicing.
Right.
So that's huge, and I want to stress that because, like I said, I think people sitting at home don't necessarily know that unless you're in the business, or if you've been charged, then you learn the hard way, unfortunately.
Right.
So.
Well, I think one of the other benefits that we can both agree on in working at the Public Defender's Office is we worked with a lot of very bright attorneys, and so we learned a lot in the years that we were there.
Right. Like I said, and there's nothing better than having hands-on practice.
Correct.
And it benefits your clients now.
Right. You're in court every day. You're, again, learning the system, the players, everybody that's involved, and you're there, you're trying cases, you have that experience, and you can't get that anywhere else. So.
Now, you've also expanded your practice a little. I just want to touch on that briefly, into personal injury.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we love to litigate. We love to be in trial. Obviously not at our client's expense, but it's definitely a skill that we thought that we would be able to easily apply to personal injury, and we want to help people. So there are a lot of tragic accidents and incidents, and we just thought that we would expand to that area and apply our litigation skills, and so far it's been a good thing. We've enjoyed it.
And I want to stress again, I always do this, almost like an exclamation point to the viewers, but having a trial attorney, it is a skill set. Not every attorney can do it. So I mean, it's really important. So I just want to again stress that.
Absolutely.
How do they find you? How do my viewers find you if something does happen?
Well, our office is in Clearwater. We can be found on the internet.
Okay.
Our website is
KeepCalmCallUs.com.
Love it.
Yes.
Keep calm, call us.
very easy to remember. We're in the phone book, and
And that's it.
that's it.
There you go.
Pretty
We know
easy.
where to find you.
Google us.
Yeah, lots of great
And
information.
then when you do find us, you'll get our card, and it'll have our fax and phone and email and
everything.
personal cell phone. We're very accessible. And
Personal cell phone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, another exclamation, because that's not typical.
No, and you didn't. Like I said, you have to build a relationship. You have to
Great.
trust your attorney and build a relationship, not just to trust that they know the law and they're going to help you in the legal sense, and are experienced and have the trial experience should you end up in that situation, but you need to trust that person and build a relationship and feel that you can call them. And Amanda and I, we both know what's going on with each other's cases, so people feel if they call and she's not available, I can answer their questions. They have our cell phones, like I said, a quick text message.
I love it. 24-hour
24
access.
hours.
That doesn't happen. Also, the consultations, are those free?
They
Yes.
are.
There you go. So you have nothing to lose
Nothing to lose.
Yes.
except your freedom if you don't call.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. So who do you turn to when you have fire, water, wind, or mold damage? Well, we'll tell you when we come back.